All right, black-white Afterlife. For those that don't recall what that mechanic means, Afterlife refers to the mechanic from Guilds, or was it Allegiance? I don't know. One of these sets where when your creature dies, you get a 1/1 flying token for every, for equal to the amount of Afterlife. So Tithe Taker is our Afterlife creature here. Hunted Witness is similar to Afterlife. We've got Woe Strider and Midnight Reaper to generate value when our things die. We've got Nightmare Shepherd to make our Afterlife creatures generate even more value. And then we've got Priest of the Forgotten Gods kind of tying the room together, allowing us to get extra value on all these creatures we're putting into play over and over and over again. One thing that I'm not 100% sure of on this build is it's got this Doom Foretold Othakaya package in it, which this might be okay. Like, we do have a lot of bodies we don't mind sacrificing, so maybe this is fine. This card's definitely very powerful when you can leverage it and your opponent doesn't have a lot of extra stuff to sack. Q and not YU, thank you for the 19 months. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and dive on into some match with this one and see how it feels. Those are rules that apply specifically to the MPL and Rivals players, from my understanding. They're like MPL like code of conduct, from my understanding. Someone feel free to correct me with the source if that's incorrect. Jeff will be broke by the end of the stream otherwise, yeah. Or at least like dead for prize money in any tournament ever, right? So, for reference, Alkaloth, unless you're 100% certain you're never going to use a purple, you should probably never turn purples or even most rares into food. Some of the rares you eventually want to get rid of, but when in doubt, don't destroy the random epics and legendaries that you have. Alright, so I kind of like to draw a black source next turn. Well, I guess Priest kind of makes black mana, huh? Super punished for not jump blocking. No life. Thank you for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome to Hoaglandia. Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at in the world. Happy Friday. I didn't want to use Hunted Witness there as a jump block, just especially with these Nightmare Shepherds in my hand. Hey, Macat, thank you for the second month of Prime support. Welcome back to Hoaglandia. The epics and legendaries get reworked all the time. Oh, that's good to know. Do they not really rebalance the rare ones then, Camboni? Because I've definitely glued a lot of, definitely gotten rid of a lot of rare ones, but I have kept all my epics. Okay. All right, so because I have another Shepherd in my hand, I'm going to hang tight again here. Because ideally, I want my Shepherd to make a Hunted Witness so that I can make another lifelink creature. Not having to worry about getting my board Chain Whirlered feels really good. Oh, that's sad. They have another one. They have another deal 3. Brutal. Feels bad, man. All right, now we're jumping. Taking too much damage to take another 4-ball here. The good news here is, with all these cards in my bin, Woe Strider's gonna get to trade with something, and then it's gonna get to come back as a 5/4. Okay, that's good to know, Camboni. I've been tempted to use a couple of my epics as food that just don't seem good, but it's good to know they rebalance them on the regular, so I won't. All the guides said not to do it, so I hadn't yet. So the plan on this combat here is chump block, trade with another. I don't think anybody, so it costs you gems to create a clan, so I don't think anybody's created a secondary one yet. Feel free, if someone had, they'll post it in the subs Discord. It's a shame they limit them to 30 people. I didn't realize that when I made one. Yeah, there's a link pinned in the subs Discord, Alcohol. Had a website with some reasonable information on it. I think we're dead. These Tin Street Dodger is so good. Like, it's like, this card just like, this card and, what's the artifact one? The artifact one is, the Ginger Brute or whatever his name is. Yeah, like they're just like subtly very, very good. All right, I think I'm chumping and sacking here. I said it first, back off Twitch chat. That's true. At least these ones don't turn into 5/5s is... Ooh, that's real good. All right, so let's pick this up. Let's play this. Let's play this and make 2/1/1s. I did, Alcohol. I don't really play games on my computer outside of work. Like, I spend, you know, like, even on my short days of work, I'm behind my desk for like 7 hours, so like 7 to 11 hours a day. So if I want to play other games, that's why I mostly play things like Raid, or like I was playing, what's it called? The Mythgard before that. Just for the change of scenery, if anything. All right, so Orzhov Enforcer sounds good against an aggressive deck. Kaya sounds great for killing their silly little things, whatever those are called. Kaya's Wrath sounds reasonable. I think we trim this expensive top end. This probably isn't a Doom Foretold matchup, huh? They tend to have a lot of random blockers. What do we think of this board plan? Tin Street Dodger, yeah. Yeah, the Pyro Helix is not a card I've really played against in this standard format, but good golly, is it absurd against what we're playing here, huh? Really, really strong against what we're choosing to play. Sure. We have a Switch, Jaden. Declan loves playing Switch. Declan and I spend a lot of time. Actually, I need to get another Lego game for the Switch. We've pretty much played through all the content in the 3 that we have. I'm sure more than 3 Lego games exist for the Switch at this point, right? We have Lego Incredibles, and then Lego DC Villains, and then one of the Marvel Heroes ones, I believe. Pyro Helix plus Torbrand. Yeah, that seems really powerful.
I'm gonna make you suffer. You're not welcome here anymore.
Just came home from my local store's Pioneer F&M. 70% of it was blue light control. Vomit. Star Wars and Harry Potter exist. Okay. It's good to know.
Dare you? Your bag. I'll be back. Just you.
If you haven't played the Lego games before, they're great games for kids because they give you lots of chances to get the different levels right. And there's lots of different free areas to explore. And like the best part about them is like once you've played one Lego game, they're similar ideas with different skins and different levels basically. So like you know going into all of them like basically how they work, which is nice. Some games like what was it? We got Luigi's Mansion 3 for Declan to play with, and the controls in that game coming from like the Lego game as a baseline, that game is very unforgiving in spots. Some of the bosses even took me like a couple of chances in my old age to get through. All right. This is it. This is the one that sticks, Chad. I can feel it. Curses coiled again. My wife loves the Lego games. She's 31. Yeah, they're genuinely good puzzle games. Declan's favorite is the DC or not the DC, the Lego. Is it DC? I'm a really bad nerd, chat. I can't remember which one is Marvel and DC half the time. I'm pretty sure it's DC villains. Harley Quinn's DC, right? Harley Quinn, Raven, Teen Titans, those are DC. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, DC is the one that he likes. The amount of content in their open world setting is very good. Just like we've spent a lot of hours in that game. I don't know that we can beat a Frenzy from this position. If they run anywhere close to average, this Frenzy probably slaughters us. They have a Spectacle spell on top of their deck. Wow, okay. So just like actually hit another land. That's good to start. Okay, I don't have enough mana to double 3 here, unfortunately. I think I'm just playing Elspeth, making 2 1/1s attacking for 4. I need to try and kill them. This game needs to get OVER because they can only get so unlucky with Experimental Frenzy. Eventually, it's going to crush us. Sometimes I think Jeff is talking slowly, then I realize I'm not on YouTube. Yep. Okie doke. Yeah, I don't have Despark in my deck currently. Yeah, we're pretty dead here. Yes, yeah, they're just so far ahead on mana. Like, the spells in my hand are okay, but they're just so far ahead on mana. How was Elves this morning? A dumpster fire. That archetype just doesn't... It doesn't have enough good... It needs, like, another couple of good one-drops, I think, to be competitive. Like, no... Like, you only have the 8 one-mana accelerants. It's just not good other than that. That's in. Okay, I was like, why are they doing that on their turn? Right? This card's great. This card, you know, could pull us through this game. I think we just go land... Do I just Othakaya them here? I kind of want to Othakaya them here. The first 2 Jeskai decks we played today were excellent. We played Jeskai Bio combo again, and it was superb. And we played Jeskai Fires, and it was very, very good. Do I have a favorite standard deck at the moment? You know, I think it might be the Jeskai Bio combo deck. Jeskai Bio deck's been really, really sweet. I think we might be dead, chat. I retired the Broco emote, Marty. Because he's banned in most of the formats that we're going to play. The Vannifear deck is fun. It's just really linear. So, like, the Jeskai Bio combo deck is a deck that has a lot of play to it because it's basically a mid-range control deck. I'm gonna cut these more expensive cards here. Is Doom Foretold good here? Probably not. I guess it can kill... I guess it can kill some of their bigger threats, potentially. Oh, someone updated the MPL rules command? That's great. My mods are wonderful. Thank you, Knights of Hoaglandia. Correct, yeah. The reason why the Vannifear deck is playable is because it's an incredibly linear combo deck that gets to race the linear ramp decks. Sure. I think the Golgari build's probably better, mister. I think I'd probably recommend Golgari or Mono Green. But remember, if you're thinking about getting into anything in Pioneer, I'd recommend waiting for the results of this weekend's tournaments. So there's 2 different regional players tours going on this weekend, both of which are Pioneer for the constructed portions. Those will be reasonable events you can pick results up from. Yeah, the Jeskai Bio combo deck is more of a mid-range deck first, combo deck second. and the Vanifear deck is more of a combo deck first, mid-range deck second. And while that distinction might sound a little pedantic, I think it's very accurate. It's a descriptive of like what the primary function or goal is of both of those decks. No, the fine wargy or the docking of prize money, which is actually technically what it is if MPL players do something or say something that could be disparaging to WotC.
I am proud of my comrade.
Those rules apply directly to only to MPL players, not to all Magic players. It's like their code of conduct for their league. We about to get Brazen Borrowed? Gross. Can someone, what's the I'm just here so I don't get fined meme from? Like, I feel like I missed something. That's a meme I've heard before. What is that related to? Football? So what's the story? As someone who doesn't sports ball, what's the context? Forced into press interviews and hated them. Oh, okay. So they would fine them if they didn't do the press interviews. Okay, got it. Is their last card a counterspell? Just that, okay.
Harness the elements.
Okay, good. Thank you for the context. Would I rather Woe Strider or Elspeth here, chat? They both escape 4. I think I'd rather Woe Strider because Castle can make 1/1s. Yeah, Strider helps me find something that's useful here. Lets me scribe. Yeah, Doom, to be fair, I left a couple of Doom Foretolds in. Card looks very good on this board. Maybe I should leave all 3 in. I think that's keepable. This, it's another X4 here to block their 3/3s. It also flies over in the air, which is nice. So Doom doesn't work with tokens, but it works with Woe Strider, and it works with Gutterbones potentially. I might need a couple of 1/1s here. We're still at 20. I don't really need the chump blockers. That's true. Shepherd. Ooh, that's actually really good because this is a bunch of 1/1s with Shepherd, right? Because it makes a 1/1 when it dies, and then it comes back with Shepherd, and then the one that comes back makes a 1/1 because it's an exact copy. It's high noon. All right, that's one of the best uses of that's one of the better uses of the emote modifications that I've seen. All right, they're dead next turn, but they get 2 scries again, so they have a lot of looks at a potential answer. Bottoms up. This is the I'm dead attack, right? All right, sweet. Game the third. Yeah, I want all the Doom Foretolds. That card would have been real good there. Yeah, they didn't find a Crisis, you know. No Crisis or mid-range deck can compete there. Hydrate Crisis is really that one that's just like 5 or 6 for 1 most games. It just puts you deep in the ground. Yeah, that was see if we mess up attack. Is exactly correct. They were dead next turn, they might as well take it. Doom Foretold is not that good though. Not a 6 lands Doom Foretold type keep. Okie doke. Imagine not drawing a Crisis in 2020, right, Bob? Seems like a weak line. Okay. Hoping to draw another 1-drop next turn or a 2-drop so we can activate the priest. I should have attacked. That was a free 2-pointer. Serial number. Thank you for the 4 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Pretty big misclick there. Do you have Brazen Borrower to tempo the priest for a turn? Yes, no, maybe. Sure. Okay, that's a Despark. That's decent for a Nisolator. Now, as a question, do I pick back up my pair of Gutterbones, or do I play Nightmare Shepherd? Is it crazy to just play Nightmare Shepherd here? I think it is. If I pick back up the Gutterbones, I can activate Priest again next turn, most likely. Yeah, I think they're pretty likely to block there if I just attack. I think I should have attacked the previous turn before playing Priest. So I don't think they would have blocked there, but I think in that spot, I think they're pretty likely to block. Okay, so they get a 3/3 here. I am going to get to Despark their Nissa, though. Hopefully we draw land here. That's super unfortunate. If we'd hit a land there, we could have Agonizing Remorse them or picked a Gutterbones back up. Priest of the Forgotten Gods getting to flex its muscles a little bit. Really think red-black Aristocrats with Priest is an underplayed archetype right now. I think that deck's much better compared to how much I've seen of it on the ladder. Yeah, I agree, Zach. I don't think we could afford to stumble here. We'll see. Maybe the rest of the cards are bad, but... Okay, they're missing land drops. They don't have a good attack here. If they don't have another bounce spell, we're in an okay spot. If they do have another bounce spell, I no longer have enough life to really leverage these Midnight Reapers, which is unfortunate. Okay, so that into this, I think. So that way if they want to attack, I get to trade off. If they attack with the Ambusher, I'm going to block. If they attack with both of these, I go block. To trade both. Yeah, I think I'd agree with that, Mask. I think there's definitely some I want to play new stuff going on there. I don't think I can afford to play around a second counterspell here. I think I just need to jam this and get it into play. I need to start trying to contain their board a little bit and drawing some cards to hit my other meaningful cards. Hopefully this pause is just them casting Brazen Borrower. Yep. Second Midnight Reaper is pretty mediocre when my health total is low like it is right now. Oh, I should put the Reaper on the land. Yeah, that's a good call. I don't think I can beat a second Wolf, so we're not playing around it. But yeah, you're right. I should have put the Reaper on the land. 100%. Need to draw a removal spell here or a Reaper. Your universe where we don't shepherd the Reaper? Nah, 1 and 2 are pretty similar. Oh, I guess it means I can't use these ones here. Okay. Yeah, I guess we just hope they don't have a counterspell. I don't think I can play something else out as bait first because then this gets quenched. I don't want this to get quenched. If this resolves, we get to gain 5. Tank. I guess they tanked because they like possibly want to counter a removal spell here, but I don't have one. Which is oh, they tanked because they have 2 counter spells. Sure, just infinite counter spells. Feels Feels magic, man. We did get to choose how the game ended. We were in control, chat. In. Snap it off. Perfect. We get to go Taker into Reaper into Doom Foretold. Or possibly Taker into Reaper into Shepherd. Alright, get a rematch here against Mono Red. See how this goes. Vomit. Yeah, when you're a Twitch partner in good standing, they fast track all your emotes through. You basically get pre-approved until you abuse the system. So don't abuse the system and you'll get pre-approved. No. War was a mistake. Well, this is Embercleave coming, right? Really? They made a Splinter Twin combo that removal spells don't interact with, and the decks get to play Thoughtseize, and it's busted? That's really weird. It's really weird. Never would have guessed that. It is. Looks really good on Twitch Dark Mode. And let's be honest, Twitch on Dark Mode is the only mode, so we're just super dead, right? This deck's been rough. This deck's felt like pretty peak mid-range for this format. Like the mid-range decks both have a hard time with decks that get under them and have a hard time with Simic going over the top, and they just get squeezed to death in the middle. The only successful mid-range decks we've played have ones that have had like combo finishes in them. I guess Black-White Calyx is close to a mid-range deck. Yep. How much longer on this one? Probably not much longer. I think we're gonna roll on into some Esper control here. If we just get smoked again in the post-board games, I'm gonna roll on to some Esper control. Alright, I'm gonna keep Doom Foretold in this time, I think, just because we need ways to take, what's it called off the table? Their Experimental Frenzy last time messed us up. I'm gonna leave a Conqueror's Death in for the same reason. It also deals with Embercleave, which is nice. I'm kind of upset I hadn't turned on Dark Mode before today. Dark Mode is love, Dark Mode is life. Whenever someone tells me one of my emotes doesn't look very good in the chat, I'm like, you're watching Twitch on Light Mode, which is very wrong. There's a light mode, right? How does one get dark mode? On the desktop, you need to click the button in the upper right-hand corner, and there's a toggle. On the mobile app, I think it's in the settings. It's been so long since I turned it on, I forget where it's at exactly. Not a setting I have to look for because it's on for me. All right, this hand, if we can't win with this hand on the play, like if we hit a 3rd and 4th land on time, this hand's probably about as good as we can get. Like maybe a 1-drop on 1 makes it marginally better. Maybe. Okay, no play there is huge. So will Kaya exile their champion here?
Better watch your back from here on.
Goodbye, friend. Bye, Felicia. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna play this. I guess I could oath this and then exile it, but making them sack it and then leaving Doom Foretold around sounds really good. I guess doing this leaves them the ability to kill this and then I have to sack this, but that seems fine. Yeah, the problem with a card like Teysa is that it's a card that is only good when you already have a bunch of stuff in play. And like, if you already have a bunch of stuff in play, you should probably be winning the game anyways. So it's a pretty classic example of a card that's win more.
Fight beside me.
Yeah, both the last 2 decks today are pretty good. The Esper deck's one we've played a couple of times before, and it's up on the website. Last time we played the Esper deck, we got to 24 someone with Kaya, which was great. So the key on this Oath of Kaya on the Torbran here is to attack all very quickly, so that way they think it's a misclick. So very, very important that you click through that combat as fast as possible. So that way they don't think twice about eating your 1/1. They say there's no psychological aspect to the digital client. Okay. Elspeth making a bunch of tokens and threatening to pump them next turn. We might be able to kill them through this frenzy. If this frenzy is only average or below average, I like our spot here. If it goes insane in the membrane, at least we don't have to worry about getting Goblin Chain Whirlered here. Glass half full. Yeah, right, Bob? Listen, I played a lot of black-white decks while Goblin Chain Whirler was legal. I've lost from plenty of board states that look like this. Yeah, the aspect of Arena showing players when you mouse over cards in your hand is really strange. I still don't know if I like that feature or not. Will do, Chobo. So they're forced to trade here or jump. If I draw this, I can't cast it this turn anyway, so no point in drawing just yet. Yep. I mean, yeah, obviously we should just have a disconnect timer. The fact that Arena doesn't have a disconnect timer to let you know when people are disconnected is real awkward. I think that would probably be a good change overall. I think on the draw especially, I want all 3 Desparks. Just like, while Despark doesn't have a ton of targets in the opponent's deck, the 3 targets that it hits in Torbran, Frenzy, and Cleave are all really important. Oh no! Oh no! Every time I call Arena sarcastically a release-ready product, does that get me docked 500? Is that how this is gonna work? Any idea when we get the next State of the Game update? Usually those are once per month. Well, it doesn't not get you docked. Fair. Fair. Looking for that third land here. If you still have a Broco emote, you need to refresh your chat. I literally added the 5. We messaged my art guy, and he created the emote, and I added it all midstream. We've been live for about 6 hours, so. Asking about getting docked also gets you docked. That feels right. Asking about getting docked gets you docked. That sounds about par for the course. Yeah, that's true. My emote guy drafted up more than one version. He's good. He's good people. Good people makes quality products. All right, so I think I do this and then plan to just Despark Torbrand here. Talking about getting docked gets you docked. The docking shall continue until morale improves. Do I chump? I don't think so because I have Nightmare Shepherd. Here's a small step towards counteract to your next loss. Thanks for the 5 months, Weck. Welcome back. Yeah, my buddy, the person that does all of my emotes is one of my buddies from college. We used to play both D&D and Magic together. He is in chat with some frequency. If you ever see Kinney Wings in chat, that's his Twitch handle. Wait. Thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Oh, these lava coils are going to be the death of me, chat, in the most literal sense. All right. Hunted Witness sounds like you gain 4 to me. It also prevents them from using Steamkin mana post-combat, which is nice. Are they about to, like, Steamkin into Sword here? Oh, that's so gross. Hey, thanks for the 13 months, Wee Wee. Welcome back. Are we dead? Feels like we're dead. Like, traditionally speaking, this type of matchup should be good for the Arctic that we're playing, but the fact that they're basically a combo deck and not just a regular aggro deck changes that dynamic completely. Yeah, this deck felt like quite a bit of a miss overall. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day on this one. These traditional mid-range style decks just really don't feel like they have a place in this format. I think if you want to be somewhat mid-rangey, you need to be like Vanafear combo. You need to be like the Jeskai Bio combo. You need to have some way to punk people out in your deck because there's just too many angles that people are coming at you from in this format, and you can't realistically interact with them all profitably. Mup, thank you for the entire year of support. Welcome back. Let's get you a sword to go with that shield. All right, speaking of not landing in the middle, coming up next, we are going to be jamming some Esper Exile control here. This is one we played a couple of times. That's felt very reasonable. I'm going to go ahead and hit a quick ad roll while I get everything flipped over here. When we get back in just a few minutes, we'll be jamming some games with this. Thanks for hanging out.